Okay, here we go. I almost said happy Monday a couple of minutes ago. I was singing good morning. It's 8:30 and it's a Tuesday night. And we moved this call to tonight instead of our typical Monday community huddle because we've got some new stuff to go over and Plexus is implementing so many crazy new fun things for us to just really go back to the basics and kind of keep everything simple. And so to kind of kick this off, those of you that got to listen in to Super Saturday, will you just drop in the comments what you are most excited about? Well, I get this all pulled up. What is something from Super Saturday that you are just like, thank you, Plexus. I can't wait for this, that you are pumped up about? Maybe it's a system, maybe it's an incentive, maybe it was just being together in a room with people again and kind of having that feel back. Yeah, fresh start. We're going to go through that and being able to, I love it because here's the deal. How many of us have ever just needed a fresh start? Whether it's a reset with our business, a reset with our health, and now they're literally doing it for us. Jess, I love that you said that the sponsor guide in there. Remind me to talk about that too, because I didn't put an actual picture of that in there, but I want to go through it on the Go app. Um, and so to start this off tonight, I actually jumped in a chat that I have with Michelle, who is on here for the first time for like a Zoom. So huge shout out to Michelle. She is one of Jess's newest VIPs, having crazy amazing success with the products. And she told Jess that she wasn't going to share because it was not going to be her thing. Like she just wasn't sure, maybe in the future, but not anytime soon. And today we hopped on a Zoom because she is already seeing crazy, amazing success with the products and showing up places, and people are like, hey, what you doing? And so now she's getting ready and she's using the things that are already in place. And I don't know if you guys can drop in the chat, but she's got Jess in like 7,000 three-way messages and put up an incredible post today, and is just already flying through stuff. So, Michelle, we are so, so glad that you are here. And I love that you're using the things that we're going to talk about tonight, because it's back to the basics and it's the simplicity at its finest. Nicole, I love that you are on here too. This is super fun, y'all, because there's lots of new people. So if you have somebody that's new that's on here for the first time tonight, or maybe you haven't been on a Zoom in quite a while, drop that in the chat because that's what this is about. We love being able to have people here, and it's the community, right? Products pull us in, community keeps us here. And so we wanted to spend tonight just kind of going through some of the stuff that we learned. I'm going to minimize the chat for a second just because y'all know I am a squirrel and I will just read all of the chat the whole entire time, but feel free always to unmute. Before we even get going with this, I want to remind you guys that nothing changes while everything changes. Okay. So there's going to be some new stuff that happens tonight, that we are going to go through, and some kind of new systems, even from what we talked about 2 weeks ago, because we really want to be able to run with what Plexus is doing for us. But what we do and who we are at the core does not change, y'all. We're still reaching out to people. We still have the same incredible products. We still have the same heart. We're not a copy and paste company, and we're not a team that just kind of wings it with stuff, right? All we're doing is simplifying. And Plexus is giving us so many tools. But here's what I want to remind you guys. And this is one of the first things that I always ask you if you get on a call with me, if you get on a Zoom with me, if you're in a team chat with me, is why are you here? Because if we don't know why we're here, we don't know why we're doing this, the systems, the posts, all of the stuff in the team pages, it's just notifications and it's just noise. Okay. And sometimes overwhelm breeds overwhelm. And if we don't know why we're here, we're not going to keep on going with it. And so you're going to hear me say all the time, if you did coaching calls with me today, you heard this, you want to have an immediate why and you want to have a long-term why. We're going to talk a lot tonight about the new money incentives and the fast start free refresh and the fast start bonuses and all the things. I want you to attach meaning to it. There is nothing wrong with selling stuff, y'all. I was just telling, I have the sweetest friend that comes and cleans my house on Tuesdays while I'm doing coaching calls. She is a single mom. She's got 3 kids, and to be able to stay home with them, she started cleaning while they're at school. It is a service. We talked so much about this today. It is a service that she offers to help other families, aka me, and I get to pay her, and it blesses her family. And I love that, right? She has a gift, she offers it to me, and it helps our family in return. This is what Plexus does, right? You are selling something that's helping somebody else, and you have a gift to be able to give it back to people. And I want y'all to own that every single day because we don't just have a product that's on a store shelf. You have something, that's why we're here, right? It's changed who we are. It's changed how we get to live in our everyday lives. And we get to bring that into other people's worlds too. And so at the core, know why you're doing this for your family. How is $500 this month going to change things for you? Is it going to allow you to go to the grocery store and not have to worry about things as much? Is it going to allow you to throw that birthday party or take that trip that you've always wanted to and you just didn't have the extra to be able to do it? Is it going to allow you to pay off more Christmas debt? Whatever that is for you, attach meaning to it because then you're going to know why you're working and that these aren't just systems that are posted in the team page. Okay. So, what I would love for y'all to do next in the chat, and I'll pull this up in a little bit, drop what your immediate why is. Don't be shy about this. How is $300 or $500 going to change your family this month? What will it mean for you to be able to have that in your next paycheck? Because every single one of you that's here is going to have the opportunity to do that no matter where you're at, whether you've been here for 9 years with me or you've been here for 9 minutes, you have the opportunity this month because Plexus is giving it to us with these new fast start bonuses. Okay, I just wanted to remind you guys of this quickly. We went over this a little bit last week, but take a screenshot of this because these new systems touch on every single part of this. And if you are somebody that is just getting going, just jumping back in, or maybe you're struggling with helping 3 people a month, that very first pillar, recruiting, that's where I want you to focus. So everything that we're going to say tonight, focus in on that recruiting piece. If you're recruiting 3 to 6 people a month, we want to focus in on retention. So every single thing that I'm going to say tonight, I want you to think about how can I use these systems and these tools to help people stay on the products. We know that they've got to be here for 3 to 6 months to see real long-term success. And so they can't order 1 month and be gone. If you're somebody that's retaining people, they're ordering again, but maybe you're never seeing a level 2 happen on your team, then everything that we're going to talk about tonight, I want you to think about recruiting and retaining, but how can you help your current people grab their +1? These pillars are all super, super important, and the same systems are going to help you every single step of the way. So remember, if you listen to them at Super Saturday, if you were here last week, or if you're brand new to this, our motto right now is you're going to help one, and then you're going to help them get a +1. This is the key to helping them stay here with retention and to duplication on your team. We want to go back to the basics, be brilliant at the basics, and to use these systems to really help us hone in on this. We all know what it's like to say, okay, I've got a goal. I've got a goal to stop eating sugar. And then I walk into my pantry. I've told no one about it. No one's checking in on me. And 6 seconds later, I've downed a whole bag of marshmallows because I didn't tell somebody what I was doing and why it was important to me. We're going to help our people get their +1 because then they're going to do it together too. There is accountability in numbers every single time. Okay, how many of y'all drop a 1 in the comments if you got to tune into last night's weekly corporate call or you registered for it and you got to watch the recording back? And then I want you to tell me how incredible you thought that tool was. Because Plexus has listened to us loud and clear that we wanted third-party validation. How many of y'all have also ever, just you can drop a 2 in the comments if this relates to you, because I know not everybody is on there and I know that we don't want to feel alone in this. How many times have y'all had somebody reach out to you and they're like, oh, but what is Plexus? Like, how do I get going? How do I start sharing? And you're immediately like, ooh, Well, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Me, still 9 years later, because my brain is going 9,000 miles an hour and my heart is like, oh my gosh, they want to do this and they want to share. And I get so excited about it. And then I panic and I'm like, ooh, what do I say? Plexus is taking all of the guesswork out of it for us. So every single Monday night for the entire year, they have told us that they are committing to this for us. Last night, Two Diamonds in the Company ran that call, and that's what it is going to be like every single Monday night. They're going to have people jumping in. It's going to be the same structure. So for those of you that did not get to tune in at 9 o'clock last night, for 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of that was the opportunity. Hey, this is what Plexus is. We've got incredible products. We're a debt-free company. This is how much we give back in philanthropy. And this is how you get going. You get started with the products, you grab your plus one, you get to make money. It was a beautiful overview of what happens. Then on that very same link, there was like a what, 2 minute break in between. And then they launched into how to earn. This is what our PV is. This is how many people you need to go silver. This is what silver is. This is how much money you can make. Every single thing was over by 9:35. And I don't know about y'all, but if I was a brand new person, even though I'm not a brand new person, I still walked away from that call thinking, oh, okay, I can do that. It gave everybody an overview, but in the simplest terms and not over the top complicated where people were like, "Ooh, yeah, maybe that's great for you, but I don't think that I can do that." The next piece of this, and we have not gotten to experience this yet, but every single Thursday, same thing. These are all on a link. When you register for that link, you're going to be, or when you register to be a part of that, you're going to get a link. You're also going to get a recording. On Thursdays, they have listened to us loud and clear, just like we always have done our events on Thursday nights, whether it was a chat or a Zoom, because we love Follow Up Friday. People get paid on Friday, they get to be happier on Friday. It's closer to the weekend. So Thursday nights at 9 o'clock, it's a 15-minute link again that will put them into a video and they get to follow on, and it's all about the products. We are going to run with this month. We're going to simplify. I know that our last week we kind of talked about having an IPA week and then we are going to have a chat event. We're not going to do the chat events right now. I'm going to actually stop sharing just for a second so that I can see everybody. Everybody give me a thumbs up if that sounds good to you. I do not want y'all to have multiple things to invite to in a night. How many times have we done that on our team where we're like, oh my gosh, what am I inviting to? Is it a chat event? Is it a Zoom? Is it this? Is it that? We don't want to worry about that stuff with y'all. So every single Thursday night, if you have people to invite to this event, when we do our IPA weeks and we do all of our stuff, you'll be able to invite them to that Thursday night link. It's the same thing. They'll be able to register. They'll be able to watch. They'll be able to come back. We're going to have all of that stuff in the wording where they can come back. They can tell you about it. And then you can help them get started with the products. And then the beautiful thing about that is that you will be able to then go to them and say, hey, you just ordered your products. I'd love for you to be able oh, we're back. I'd love for you to be able to tune in on Monday and just see what this is all about. So it will keep on flowing together over and over and over. Now, if you feel like you need to have a chat event, we can have a chat event always. That is something that is always there for us. But for right now, just back to the basics and simple, we'll always have this on Thursday nights to invite to. It's at 9 o'clock East Coast time, 6 o'clock Pacific time. If they tell you that it's too late for them to tune into, that's okay. They can always get the recording back. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get back in present mode or if my computer is going to blow up. Okay. Here's the other thing about this. It's all in our team page. And I want to show this to y'all really quickly too, so that you can see where this is at in our team. If you go into our team page, the Freedom Collective, and go to media, when you click on that within media, and then go to albums. Underneath of the album, I have this all set either in two places right now for you, in this leadership, quick links for growth, and in our monthly incentives, so that you can go into this and you'll be able to see and register and see that those posts are all there for you. So our challenge pages are in there, individual coaching links are all in there, and this whole thing from Plexus with all of the links. I'm not going to go into that in depth right now, but here's what I would encourage every single one of you to do. Get really comfortable using these two things in our team page. All of the links are there for you, all of the coaching call links, all of our Zoom links, and everything from Plexus is in there too. Okay, let me find our Zoom. Okay, I'm just going to keep it up like this for a second. Here's what's going to be so awesome about this, y'all, is that when you have people go in and follow this system, they're going to already know to do the same thing with their people. So the first step of this is just, hey, who is your plus one? Who's the person that you do life with? They're going to be able to start with you. They'll get the same exact products matched to them. So if they get a reset that's free this month, you know, hey, you got that free reset. We're going to help you get set up, and your person gets set up with their free reset. And then it's just going to flow in. They're already going to know about the calls to be able to filter them into. And then that's the simplicity in this. When somebody does grab their plus one, then you can go into this and say, hey, if you had just two more people, it's another $275 for you. We don't have to talk about silver. We don't have to go into all of the terminology that we use in Plexus, uplines, downlines, silver, senior silver. We just get to help them go into these calls. This is something, y'all, that is crazy amazing for every single one of us. They have let us basically restart, and I want to make sure that every single one of you know what this means. So this month in Plexus, they relaunched a refresh and restart bonus. That means that no matter where you're at on our team, you could be a senior Ruby on our team right now. And if you help 3 people this month, you're going to get a silver bonus all over again. So just for helping 3 people, you're going to get another $100. If you are brand new to this, you're still going to get the original restart bonuses. And so for you, it's going to be $200 because you're also going to get that silver bonus for the very first time. And I know that some of you fall into that. But for those of you that have ranked silver before or anywhere up to senior Ruby, you get a chance to work through this all over again. Here's the important thing to remember about this, y'all. This is stackable all the way till May. So the more new people that you bring in and the more new people that those new people bring in, you get to work yourself up through the ranks. So starting this month, if you hit silver, when you hit silver with 3 new people, you'll get $100. If you grow in that organization and those new people by 50 points, meaning that new people, so I can't have, like Ashley has been here for years and years and years and years and years with me. Ashley is already an established team on my team, so her new people don't count for this. It has to be new people in a brand new leg. We all drop a 1 in the comments if that makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's probably because you're brand new. And so you don't have to really understand it, which I know is crazy. Zoom user, I don't know who that is, but a leg means people that are growing in your organization. So all of your level 1s, they're each legs on your team. I can't see everybody that's on here, but I know Wendy was on here. Wendy is a level 1 for me, so that's 1 leg of my team. Ashley was on here. She's 1 leg of my team. Jess is another leg of my team. So all of those people, your level 1s, are what we call your legs in your team. And so your 3 new people have to be new level 1s for you. It can't be I get one new level one, Ashley gets a new level one, somebody else gets a new level one. You need to have 3 new people this month. And then to keep building on that, those new people have to be helping new people. The reason for this is we want everybody to grasp what this add 1+1 is and to really start doing the duplication piece, because that is what's going to help your team grow the most. If you have questions about this, I'll stay on at the end. But I just want you guys to know that that's there, because I can't tell you how many times in the last 9 years I've had people that have come in and they're like, okay, I'm ready to get going again. What do I get back this month? And now we can actually tell them, hey, you can re-rank for the next 5 months and get all of the bonuses again. And if you do that all 5 months, all of those bonuses are doubled. And so if that applies to you, y'all, please get on a call with me. Today, I got to have a call with Robin and Jen. I got on with Nikki. I got to get on with Denise. I got to get on with Jess and Michelle. Tomorrow, we have a couple more scheduled. Please get on with me. It's already the 14th of the month, but that means that there are 2 weeks left to really, really rock this. Okay, couple of things that they also went over on Super Saturday. Reset got a facelift. If you guys have not gotten to see it, I can show you at the end of the call. I have my new box right here. But what I do love, and I will show you guys kind of quickly, is that they ended up changing the fronts of the boxes so that it actually says what it's doing each day, just as extra motivation. The soups got a facelift, and the snack bar got a facelift too. All month long, the reset is free if you have 130 PV. So free reset with 130 PV. This is a change. Before it was 100 PV. The reason that they're doing this is because it drives pay point up, which means you get a better paycheck. And they get to be on a full system, which is really good. Make sure that you're putting in the code reset, and you have to add the reset to the cart for them to be able to get that. Memberships are $1 for the rest of the month. You don't need a code for that. And then convention credits have started, and they're doubled the rest of this month too. We're going to Dallas in June. Even if you don't think that that is in the cards for you, you want double convention contest credits, because there's some crazy cool things that you get back if you can register, and then if we can make it work for you to be there. Okay, I'm going to go through that. Couple of things last before we open it up for questions. Challenge group is up. Ange did an amazing job posting in there about the 3-day reset. I think we're going to do that again in February. We were talking about that again. It won't be a whole challenge, but just for anybody that's getting all of these free new reset boxes or wants to try the new reset. But this group is going. Mina is posting right now. I know Wendy has posted a little bit in there. Jess has been posting or is posting. Nikki is going to post in there too. I've been putting some stuff in there. Check out that group every single day and just kind of go through what's in there and cheer each other on. But that challenge group is happening in our Freedom Collective Healthy Challenge page. So just as kind of a refresh that is going on in there. This starts this Saturday. If you have not gotten this book yet, it is so good. And in a total God moment, Ed Mylett is actually speaking at convention in Dallas in June, and it will be amazing. I thought Mina was going to lose her mind when they announced that on Saturday, because she picked this book for us for our book study. This is this Saturday at 8:30. If you do not have the book yet, y'all, I am going to encourage you to still hop on to that Zoom with us, even if you just want to kind of listen through what other people are saying. Plexus does a really amazing job. They used to do book studies on Saturdays, and there were some times where I had never read the book, but I would just pop onto that call and kind of listen through what they were going through and talking about. And it was such a huge growth piece. And that's really, really, really big in this, to be able to just have that extra. Okay. Y'all should be super impressed. I talked 10,000 miles an hour. It's 8:57. We've got 3 minutes left, so we can open it up for questions. If you guys want to if you want to unzoom, if you want to unmute and ask anything, we can kind of go through some stuff. Or if you want to drop stuff in the chat, I'll pull that up. Mina is going to record her study so that you can listen in later on. And all of this, guys, also goes right to our YouTube page for our team. I'll drop that in after this call tonight. But if you're following that YouTube page, you can click follow on it just like you do in Facebook. And then anytime we upload anything to there, you'll get a notification. So everything is always in there for you to just be able to go back and listen through. We're trying to really, really simplify stuff. So there's no more like, hey, I missed a call last Wednesday. I can't find it in our team chat. But yes, we'll get those things all out for everybody. Okay, questions about Fast Start and the reset, or anything from Super Saturday?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
It's actually convention related because I got the email about the hotel. Um, should I reserve a room now? Should I wait a bit and see? I mean,
I would reserve it
okay.
because it will fill up. So I actually reserved a room, but I went right through Omni because it
Okay.
was actually a little bit cheaper. And
Oh,
then you
okay.
actually have until, I think it was June 2nd, maybe, to cancel out the room.
Oh,
But the closer that we get, the more it kind of usually fills up. And so, and you can always room with people to make it
mhm.
cheaper. And we always kind of work that through and put everybody in a group chat to be able to do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys have specific questions about that, it's at the Omni in Dallas. Everything is in our team page. I have a whole album based on like that's just for the Dallas convention with links and all of this stuff. But 100% hop on with your upline and kind of go through that, with cost and all of that stuff. The other thing that I wanted to mention that Jess dropped in the chat, the Go app, if you guys have not downloaded the new Go app, it is amazing. If you've already had the Go app on your phone, it just got a refresh. But they have the most, like if you go to the share piece within the Go app, I mean, y'all, it's so good. Like it gives you words to say, it gives you a whole system that you can use with people. I mean, it takes the website that I created and just adds so much extra to it for all of us. So, at the basics, y'all, remember, you're still doing the same things, right? We're gonna go back to our Monday calls at 8:30. I kind of debated on whether to move them to another night, but I really love knowing that for the last 9 years, my Monday nights are always with y'all. And then if we want to, or when we have people, we can tune into those 9 o'clock calls to be on there with our prospects and our VIPs. And then also to be able to use those Thursday calls. So anytime that you have somebody that's on the fence, you'll be able to filter them through to those Thursday night calls to help them order. It will be, I keep I don't have a word of the year yet. But I just keep coming back to the word refining. Like, I just feel like there's so many things that are being refined on our team and just the simplicity of being able to share and all that's coming back there. And so please, please, please reach out if you need anything because I want y'all to be able to run with this. And it is something that is a little bit new in terms of, what Plexus is giving us and the different calls and all of that. But I firmly believe that this is going to allow so many of you that are digging in to really find what Mina just said, that consistency and being able to reach out to people and having something to filter them into that we know every Monday night there's an opportunity call and every Thursday night there's a product call. And it's always going to be the same link so that we can share those with people. So spend some time with that Go app too, just because that's going to be really, really amazing for everybody. Any other questions? If you haven't yet, set up a call. Whether it's Cheryl, I love so much that you were on here because you were on my mind today. Cheryl and Nikki and I setting up a call, Shay and Wendy and I setting up a call. Whoever you need to be on the calls with you, making sure that you have a plan for the rest of the month. And so if you know that you need 10 people to get to senior silver, I know that y'all watched most of you that video that I had with the 10 lines. Like, I don't want you to get to the 28th of the month and feel like you're raking leaves in the wind because we've waited and then we're scrambling. Okay. All right. I love y'all so much. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to see what happens this year with this team and how we move. And oh my gosh, the impact that's going to be made. I just feel it. I feel it in so many areas. So, all right, message me if you need anything. I love y'all. Happy Tuesday.